Well, I'm down here in Doylestown, Ohio at Shelly's Uptown Grill. You can find this place by looking for the red awning. So be on lookout. We're gonna be showing you the full interview we did with Aaron. We're gonna show you all the food. And one thing I do wanna mention is they have game nights, they have karaoke, they have all sorts of things. So if this is something you're looking to do, come on out. And guys, listen, I've tasted a lot of food all over Ohio. I've tasted at different places. This place definitely is getting a full 20 out of 10 from me. They got a new chef and revamped some things. And let me tell you, we're coming back. You need to come here and try this out. Go over to my YouTube channel, take a look at how all the food looks, take a look at my review. I give you the real and raw review on each of the food items I tasted from their menu. And I am so excited for you guys to see what else comes from this. Okay, so you got a chance to hear from Aaron Weaver in regards to Shelly's Uptown Grill. And I'm so excited because now I get to indulge and I get to taste this and give you a review. That's something we like to do when we're talking to businesses. So one of the first things I'm going to be diving into is this beautiful plate here. And I'm really excited just to see exactly what he was talking about. So I'm gonna put some of the fresh ingredients on there and kind of get a little bit of a flavor going. Okay, so one of the most important things I want to mention about this plate, it is large, but it's very fresh. All the ingredients taste super fresh. A lot of times when you go to a restaurant, for me, one of my biggest complaints is the food doesn't taste super fresh. It kind of tastes like it just came out of a box. This does not. This actually tastes like they've actually put time and effort into cutting all of the vegetables and making everything fresh. So that's amazing. Okay, so next on my taste testing is going to be the pretzel that they've been raving about here. And I am a sucker for pretzels. Oh. Okay, so one thing I want to mention to you, I love queso. If you are not a queso fan, you may not love this, but let me just tell you, this is like a hybrid. This is like queso and cheese had a baby. This is what this is, and I love it. I'm digging it. This is very, very, very good. Definitely a 10 out of 10. So one of the things I wanted to show you, you may not be able to see this super well. Can you see the delicate design inside of the soup? So he was telling me that when you put this in there and it gets warmed up, it actually will like melt into this. Oh my gosh. So I know sometimes people think, man, you're like raving about all the food and not giving us like any negatives. That's because there hasn't been any negatives yet. This is a 20 out of 10. So I'm kind of just gonna dive in to this plate here, and then we'll kind of work our way around because we have a lot of different things to taste test. But this right here has the melted butter that he was describing. So I want to show you the meat. Look how juicy and tender that is. Okay, that is quite delicious. So if you are looking for a date night, this is the perfect plate. It is the perfect amount of food. It's cooked super delicately. Actually, in my family, we're very picky about our steaks. And whoever cooked this did a fantastic job. So that was amazing. And we're gonna dive in back here to what he was talking about being the pork quesadilla. Okay, so I have never had anything like that. I can't even get the words out. The food is seriously so good. So I have personally actually never been to a place where I could tell you that all the food was 10 out of 10. We go to a lot of different restaurants. I do a lot of reviews with businesses. And so far, there has been nothing on the menu that has not been amazing. So stay tuned. Let's see if the rest fall into that category. So this is the plate of that salad that he was talking about, and he said it is definitely something that people rave about. So if you're in the area and this is something that you get on a regular basis when you come here and you love it, I'd love to hear from you, because this is my first experience here and trying everything out. So I've tried to get a pretty delicious bite full. Okay, so I'm personally not a fan of feta, but the way, or maybe this is gorgonzola, but the way they've paired this is very, very good. It is very filling. They have the perfect amount of your chicken, you have your apples, you have your cheeses, you have everything kind of in one pair. The sauce is very, very good as well. It is not overpowering, like how when you have a normal strawberry or raspberry vinaigrette, sometimes it can be a little overpowering, and this is not. It's a very subtle. And so if this is something that you're like, maybe I want to come here and try it out, I would suggest you definitely try it. So I'm down to my last few plates here, and so far I have been blown away by not only the cleanliness of the restaurant, but how well the plates have been paired together. The food has tasted absolutely amazing. I mean, it's really, really good stuff. If you've never been here, I personally haven't before, it's something that I'm like, wow, definitely gonna bring my husband back because this is something that I just love. And don't make fun of me, I don't bite directly into my wings, so I am going to tear a piece off here, and we're gonna try their homemade ranch. Listen, whoever their chef is needs a raise. These are so, so good. It is paired together amazing. And you can tell that this is not bad meat. Like, I don't know how else to say this other than when you have a wing, I've had them where you can just tell the meat's like not so good. It's just like baked well on the outside. This is good on the inside and the outside. And whatever they have in this ranch is... Okay, so now we are gonna move on to this plate here. If you can take a look at this. I am not even sure how to tackle this, so we're just gonna we're gonna go for it and just put it all up in there. Okay. So that is not what I expected. There is a whole layer of freshness on top, but then you have a layer of like the meaty goodness underneath. The sauce, amazing. It's not a spice, and it's not a tang. It's kind of like a little bit of a hybrid sauce, and that is very good, but definitely not what I expected. I kind of thought I was going to go into it having more of like a very hearty, like meaty bite, like maybe like a sub. That is not what this tastes like. It's really good. I feel like that's something, if I was having a hot summer day, that would be the meal that I want to have outside for sure. Next, we're going to go into Aaron's personal favorite, which is this yummy goodness. And I'm not sure here if people put it on the bread or if they just kind of dive into the food. Okay. So if you love pulled pork, this is going to be the meal that you will rave about. It is so good. It is like a pulled pork sandwich paired with your macaroni and cheese, and then you pair it with the toast. And I think that's probably what they said to do, is probably put it like this, I would assume. And I think I'm gonna fold it and make myself like a little sandwich and see how that tastes. That's what you need to do. Yeah. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, the burger is so big, you're going to think you're in Texas. Let me tell you, this is just half of the burger. There is the other part of the burger that is still as big as a full burger on my plate. So if you are a small eater, you may not want that plate. If you are like, hey, bring it on, bring me the biggest burger you got, one will do it. Their burgers, I don't know what that is, but there is a good seasoning in there. I'm sure he's not going to tell me his secrets, but I'm not typically a cheese person on my burger. They use a very good seasoning because this mixture combination they have, I take it back. I don't care if you have a small stomach or a big stomach. This is what you need. The burger's amazing. And he said the fries are something you gotta... Oh, yeah. It tastes like you're at the fair. For sure. You're definitely gonna think of your local fair when you're eating these. Well, I've taken you through all of the taste testing of pretty much almost everything on the menu, and I just have to tell you that Shelly's Uptown Grill is fantastic, which is why I have saved my dessert for last, and I'm so excited to give this a whirl and see what this is. Now, I will be honest with you, I'm not a huge peanut butter person. However, there are some times that it surprises me. So we're gonna see what this is like. Okay. Wow. That is the best way to end my experience ever. This is definitely a mixture of peanut butter, but it's not overpowering peanut butter. You have your whipped cream, you have your graham cracker crust, you got some other stuff in here. It is very good. Guys, I'm telling you, I don't get paid to do this stuff. This is something I love doing. I love supporting local businesses, and I travel all over Ohio, meeting with different business owners, getting a chance to see how they run their business and help support local. That's what we're here to do, is support our local families and friends. And every single thing I have tried on this menu has been 10 out of 10. So if you haven't been here at all, this is your first experience, they're not that far away from all surrounding areas. You can come here from Belden Village, Canton, you can come from Barberton, Akron, Cleveland, Youngstown. They really are in a perfect central location, but you need to come out and try this food because this is actually probably one of the best selection of meals I have had in a very, very long time. Probably takes the cake actually at one of your local Uptown grills. So definitely come out, and I'm gonna keep eating my pie.